Hi everyone, we're back to take apart another wallpaper book. This one's much smaller than the previous one, but still you need the tools. The tools we have are a hammer. We have
This is the next main tool.
his he calls it a mini prying
it's a
bar.
small pry bar.
He bought it at a big box store. A pair of pliers and a flathead screwdriver. He also has over in the corner his painting tool, which he finds very useful, and a thicker head screwdriver.
Well, if you're really trying to be delicate when you use the pliers, you set this down and roll onto the metal. That protects it from grinding into the paper. So whenever you're using this, as you'll see me use it to pry and roll a staple out, if you put a piece of metal like this under it, it'll protect your surface. So I do use this when I'm trying to be gentle, even if I don't use it as a pry bar.
And safety glasses and gloves. All right,
this
go
is
for
just
it.
another screwdriver. So the first step is to get these nails out. And so I go ahead and put the hook end down right at the edge of this, and I'm going to hammer this in and get under here. Let's get started. Come on now. Sliding. Okay. That should have caught the edge, and then see, it's grabbing. It's not even as easy as the other one. Okay. Now this is the part where I like to use my painter's tool because it gives me better leverage on it because it's just kind of pulling. But with it on the metal, I'll get more. Maybe it doesn't want to come out this side. It's starting up, but it's like resisting. There we go.
Can I see how big it was?
It's the same size as the other nail that we had. It's really about an inch long.
Okay.
But that's a good reason to have the glasses on, because that did come flying out of there when it finally.
So safety glasses and gloves.
Got gloves. You can definitely poke yourself. So get the hook back in here. We're going to start this. And then I'm going to set this under it to give it more prying leverage. Coming, it wants to throw this nail right at me. So I'm having to really pry on this one. This one's tighter than that last one.
And normally he would do this on his workbench, but I'm having to do it on the floor so I could video it. Because I think we've been using wallpaper books in our arts and crafts situation for so long that a lot of people are very curious to know how to get them apart. So now he's going to take the same sort of.
What we could say is so that you can see that holds.
Yeah, it holds one side.
One side, and then the other side, it's got another set of nails, which I'm hoping will be a little easier. We'll see.
But normally he would do this like on his workbench or on a different surface. He wouldn't sit on the floor to do it. But I am height impaired, you guys, so I didn't know where to film it so that you could see it where I could do it.
Put this under, it gives me more leverage. There we go. It popped up.
careful.
The rest of the way out.
Okay, cool.
Alright. I don't always have all this assistance. This is great. She stamps on the book for me.
He usually does this all on his own. You guys, I usually help.
I didn't realize I need you to stand on the books for me.
Well, if you're doing it on your workbench, usually put something heavy on it or clamp it down. I mean, standing on the floor
I
though.
think I need you to stand on them. That would be really,
Now, like you said in the previous video, that if you have a friend with a table saw, they could cut it straight down and you'd get all your paper out. But if you're like me and you want to reuse the covers, it's
these have these little these nails. They have ridges all the way across them, which is giving resistance to it coming out. But those are really
okay.
So now we got the cover off.
And the cover's in good shape. Yay!
Cover's in good shape. Set that over there.
And how thick is the binding on this one? Is about the
This
same,
one's
2 inches?
about an inch and 3/8, inch and a half.
And now you'll see there's a large piece of cardboard that is tacked down, and then it has like little lighter cardboard ends.
And they've just stapled all over this.
Yeah, so.
So
And as we found, not all wallpaper books are the same, but definitely have similar.
well, those little outer pieces are nothing. That's just kind of.
No, but I'm talking about the nails and
These wide staples like this. These actually are going all the way through.
Okay, so let's do those really slow, and then.
But I'm going to start with pull off this. I like to pull this off. Then it gives me a little bit of, shows me that I can get to those staples a little bit easier. Because the cardboard keeps you from getting under the staple. Those two look like pretty good staples. Okay.
Are those big ones or small ones?
They're pretty macho looking staples to me. I'm gonna do this so I see this is what I use so I don't scrape my paper up, and it gives me some leverage. And then this is the other good technique I always love to do. So you grab a stapler and then you roll it onto the metal, and it just gives you so you don't ruin your paper, and you pull the staple out. See that big staple.
Sometimes they glue that paper down as well.
What's going on there is
Hang on, stop. Let me just get close. Okay, go for it.
these are the back side of the staples from this side, so that tells you that's how long they are. They're going.
Go slow.
It's about a 2-inch long staple, and it's bent over right here on this
cool.
side.
Okay.
So I'm going to straighten it over here to help me pull it out from the other side. Okay, so those are sticking up straight.
Just be careful not to poke yourself.
And I'm going to get this other one here. So we got is 2 decent sized staples going through on each side.
So that's how it normally is, not like the other one that had all
See
those
how
chapters.
how I'm jabbing into this? Very unsafe. That's why it's really good to have your gloves on, because this is where you poke yourself if you're not careful.
Before he used to take my wallpaper books apart, believe me, I did it myself and it was not easy.
As a painter, which I am, I've made and stretched a ton of oil paintings for myself and for other artists that I've worked for.
Painting canvases he's talking about.
And this, I've taken a ton of staples out of canvases, out of wallpaper books. So I'm going to use this little guy here again so I can roll this onto here.
Wow, that's a big staple. Here, let me see it.
It rolled the big staple out.
Hold it, just hold it up or put it down where they can see how big
I
this
think you can see
staple
it's pretty big. This one,
Wow, that is big.
that
Okay,
looks
go
like
for
it's
it.
almost an inch long staple. The other one, I believe, and this again is the back side of the ones from the other side. Again, I'm standing them up to help me with the other side. Now, I'm going to set this on.
Set it on the cover.
Set it on the cover because
Doesn't scratch the floor.
it's kind of pokey where those staples are coming through the other side.
Now these are the ones that are like 2 inches
Now,
long.
This tool, which I talk about as a painter's tool, It is ultra thin and very strong steel.
And very sharp.
And very sharp, but this helps me get under stuff better than even the screwdriver. So this is getting me started. I'm just lifting it up enough that I can grab onto it. So now I can use this as leverage, and I grab it and roll it on this guy. Actually rolls it out.
We think these are about 2 inches. These staples are about 2
This
inches.
one's really long. Yeah.
So this is like, you can break them off
So you
inside the
see,
book. Oh wow, that's a really big
like I
staple.
said, that's a really big staple.
So
That's
unlike
going
the
all way
first
through it.
book that we did a little bit ago, these are like, this is what we're used to seeing, these big long staples that go straight through the paper.
That other one had like these little mini chapters.
Because it had, the other one had fabric pages inside of it too, like, you know,
Just
coordinating
grab
fabric.
this,
Coordinating fabric.
roll it. It pulls it right out. And now I get this and roll it, and then I pull it out.
Awesome.
Another big staple gone.
Okay.
So now mostly this is what I'm used to seeing, and they kind of come apart from here. Looks like there's still some mini. Are there mini sections? Not so much. This one pretty much comes apart. Once you take that out, the whole book falls apart.
Cool.
That's really it. So this is what you typically see, to my experience in the wallpaper books that I've taken apart. Is actually this does have a few little mini staples down in some of these sections. Anyway, be careful so you don't mess up your paper.
But it's okay because you're getting most of it is the usable part of your paper. Usually by the staple edge, you don't really.
The whole thing comes apart and has little spacer pieces of cardboard.
Oh,
in
that one
there.
does have some staples. I can see them.
And then there's little sections here and there. So these you still got to go through, but these are more like the regular staples that most people deal with and take apart. These are normal staples, and so I can just get in there and
Please wear your gloves.
and just pull them apart because I have strong fingers. So,
Well, there you guys got it. You guys kind of get the whole gist of it all.
They only threw one staple there. This is kind of randomly stapled. Yeah.
But you
But
guys
you're gonna
kind of get the
take your-
gist of it.
take
So
your time.
anyway, we'll see you next time. And I hope you guys are having a creative and crafty day. Anyway, bye for now.